should be clear.
You're watching Adelphia. We'll keep you linked to what's happening.
It's good to see you again.
You're watching Adelphia, a child's link to fun and learning.
I can listen. I can cook.
Good. I can coach.
Kids with something to do are less likely to do drugs.
I can drive.
I can paint. I can dance.
A little of your time can make a lifetime of difference.
I can read.
I can help. You can help. Call toll-free 1-877-KIDS-313 to find out about community drug prevention programs.
I can keep a kid off drugs.
And we're back here, top of the fifth. Forsyth Central up 7-0 on the Dawson County Tigers. Coach Jim Pruitt made a move. That's not worked out too well. He pulled his pitcher Corey Gillen to bring in Ethan Henson, and Henson gave up 6 of the 7 runs in the last inning for the Dawson County Tigers. Gillen had just walked the batter on 4 straight, so we can't honestly say he might not have done the same thing, but we know that Henson did the same thing. Here's the pitch by Jeremy Compton. Going after number 15, Nick Dye, the shortstop for the Dawson County Tigers, trying to get something going here on offense, but Compton has pitched a pretty nice game so far. Ball yoked into left field. It's going to get away. It's a home run. A home run for Nick Dye, and that can get your offense off the respirator there. Nick Dye taking out a little frustration on the ball there as he has had some trouble in the middle infield today. And he will get the first run there for the Dawson County Tigers. 1-0, and it's always good to see them, despite being down 7-0, pretty excited about that home run there. Always nice to get that from your 8th-spot hitter anyway. Didn't work out too well for Jeremy Compton, though. Now here comes Kyle Woody to the plate, fouls one back against the screen for strike 1. Ball just made it over the left field fence. Looked like Chris Dorsey might have a chance to pick it up. Ball lofted to third. The throw by Craig Holland gets Kyle Woody out. A nice play by Holland, who has 2 errors on the day. Getting himself on track. Still working out those jitters a little bit, as this is the first game of the year, as I mentioned. The first one, I don't know how you would say it. It was colded out. Rained out, colded out, I don't know. It was cold, and that's why they didn't play the first game of the year. So this is first game for the Bulldogs. 1 gone here, 1 run in for the Tigers. 0-0 pitch. Nice breaking ball by Jeremy Compton right across the middle of the plate. Back to the top of the order here for the Dawson County Tigers. Stephen Pritchett, the batter. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Strike 2. Low and away. Nice pitch there by Jeremy Compton. Really working those corners. Being rewarded by the umpire. The 0-2 pitch coming up to Stephen Pritchett. Low and in the dirt. Trying to go back to that breaking ball once again. But it results in ball 1. 1-2 count, 1 gone here at the top of the 5th. 1-2 offering, a little too high there, 2-2 now. Compton really hasn't gone to his fastball here in this series. Goes for the breaking ball once again, popped up in the infield. Samples underneath it, fields it. Tosses it to Ed Williams, who will give it back to Jeremy Compton. 2 gone now. Brad May at the plate. Compton able to get that out without ever really having to use a fastball. First pitch to Brad May, popped back up over my head. Into the crowd that has gathered here at VanderHoff Field. Got the shadows creeping over the infield now. we approach the late afternoon. Realistically, they've got about till 7 o'clock to complete this game before the sun sets. 7-1, the Bulldogs out in front. Pitch to Brad May, fouled away. Back into the woods. 1-2 the count on Brad May. 2 gone here in the top of the 5th. Compton waits for the signal, going from the wind. Gets the signal from Steed. The pitch, breaking ball. A little too high there. That'll make it 2-2. Compton toes the rubber. May awaits the pitch. High and inside. That'll be a full count. If anybody wants to take out some frustration on the baseball, it's definitely Brad May. Full count coming up here for Brad May. Jeremy Compton into his wind. The 3-2 pitch. May will get a walk here. And that will bring up Shelton Townley, who reached on an error his last time up. And if he should get on, Corey Gillen, the left fielder, formerly the pitcher, will come up to bat. Top of the 5th now, the Bulldogs in the lead, but you never run out of time in baseball, just outs. The 0-0 pitch. Low. Ryan Steed takes it out of the dirt. So it's 1-0 now on Shelton Townley. Brad May at first base. Townley lofts it into the infield. And it's over the head of Ed Williams. It looks like we have a pickoff situation here. And he is out. Brad May's luck just has not changed at all today. He had a chance to move to third, but hesitated, and they were able to throw him out. So that ends the inning for the Dawson County Tigers. Bottom of the 5th coming up for the Forsyth Central Bulldogs on Adelphia 4's Game of the Week.
There is a theory which holds that the greatest change happens on the edge of chaos. On this fringe lies creativity, risk, revolution. This is television's new frontier. Showtime, no limits.
And we're back, bottom of the 5th, coming up here for the Central Bulldogs. Kerry West will lead off the inning, followed by Craig Holland, and then Kerry West, and then Mike Housewright in this inning. Looks like we've got a new pitcher for the Dawson County Tigers, Stephen Pritchett, now in to pitch for the Dawson County Tigers, was playing center field. Looks like they probably moved Henson out to center field there. So Stephen Pritchett will get a chance to toss some balls in the general direction of Forsyth Central batters. Hopefully he will do better than Ethan Henson. It's your coach, Jim Pruitt, of the Dawson County Tigers. (7-1) here, bottom of the 5th, as Pritchett finishing up his warm-up tosses. It was 1-0 going into the bottom of the 4th. The Bulldogs posted 6 runs, only 2 of those earned. In the bottom of the 4th inning, 4 other runs scored on wild pitches and walks. Pritchett's first pitch to Holland. Pop foul back behind our broadcast area. That makes it 0-1. And Holland will pick up his bat and head back to the batter's box. Shadows creeping even further across VanderHoff Field now, moving into the outfield. 0-1 pitch, high and inside for 1-1.
Get started before he gets there. Get started. You got no movement.
Pitch a little smaller than the first two pitchers that came up for the Tigers, so might be deceptive with his velocity. Holland into left field. Gillen will camp under it, field it for the first out. Craig Holland gets some good aluminum on the ball, can't say good wood, and knocks it into left field. But Corey Gilland pulls it away. So Kerry West will come to the plate. 0 for 2, struck out once. And he gets hit by the first pitch Stephen Pritchett throws, and he will quickly trot to first base. Give the Bulldogs a base runner this inning. And now Mike Housewright, the senior designated hitter, will approach the batter's box. (7-1) here in the bottom of the fifth, 1 out for the Bulldogs. Kerry West at first base, hit by a pitch. Very first pitch Stephen Pritchett threw, actually. Mike Housewright at the plate for the Bulldogs. Pitch in the dirt. West with the steal attempt will have no problem getting to second, except that he slid and fell off the base for a second. But he is safe, as Brad May was unable to get Stephen Pritchett's pitch under control. So now Kerry West at second base with 1 out. Might be able to chalk it up to catcher's indifference. Housewright into left field. Shouldn't be any trouble. And actually, it falls in between Nick Dye and Corey Gillen, so the not so funny comedy of errors continues for the Dawson County Tigers.
You get out there halfway, maybe you can advance when it drops. Hey, ground ball, we got to be moving now. Got 1 down.
2 men on now, 1 out for the Forsyth Central Bulldogs. An error there as Mike Housewright reaches base. Trent Samples, who walked his last time up and scored on a wild pitch, approaches the plate, fouls it back right at me. Actually closer to our cameraman, Casey Good. So, but he is safe behind the camera. That is Casey Good with an E for those who are scoring at home. And let it be known that we care more about the camera than him. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that one right off the backstop. Even when you have this nice big net in front of you, sometimes you forget that it will save you. Bottom of the fifth, 7-1. Bulldogs here, a 1-2 count to Trent Samples. Low and away for ball 2. That's Mike Housewright at first base. Kerry West at second. 1-2 pitch. Samples strikes out. West with a steal attempt. He is safe. May got the throw in there, but it was a little to the left of his third baseman. West was able to sneak his foot in there before they applied the tag. So 2 gone now. Still 2 men on. 1 on first, 1 on third for the Central Bulldogs. You see him right there, lined up nicely in that camera shot. Stephen Pritchett looks like he might get out of this inning without having his ERA tarnished. Chris Dorsey, the left fielder, pickoff attempt on Mike Housewright. Gets back in time. Chris Dorsey awaits his first pitch. Scored a run on a sac fly last time, and Brad May signaling a play into his pitcher here. Dorsey provided one of those 2 RBIs from last inning with a sac fly. You'll see his first pitch here. Gets it just past the shortstop. Kerry West will score. Housewright thinking about third, but will stay at second. Almost picked off there as he was loafing back to second, but got back in time. And a Good play there by the Bulldogs. They had the shortstop going the other way. And Dorsey put the ball where Nick Dye just was about 5 seconds previous to that for the base hit. So 2 men on still for the Bulldogs. This time, Dorsey and Housewright at first and second. Thacker pops it up. It will go out of play. I don't know why anyone would want to park their car this close to the ball field. I don't know where mine is right now, but I hope it's safe. Thacker at the plate, the senior right fielder, hitting in the 9 spot. Ball high, pitch high for ball 1. 1-1 the count. 8-1 now. The Bulldogs out in front, bottom of the 5th. As it starts to get a little chilly here at VanderHoff Field. Nice hit in left field by Thacker. Gillen cannot get to it. Here comes Housewright to home plate. And Dorsey will make it to third. Thacker in with a double. 9-1 now. The Bulldogs out in front. That ball just hugged the left field line for a double for Tyler Thacker on the day. That's 2 RBIs for him. Excuse me, that's 1 RBI for him with that double. And now Thad Hulsey back to the top of the order here. Hulsey still 1 for 1 on the day, was walked and hit by a pitch, led off the game with a triple for the first run for the Bulldogs. Takes a swing there on the high fastball, puts him in a 0-1 hole. 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Excuse me, 0-1 pitch. Now it's 1-1 in the dirt. West retreats back to, or Housewright retreats back to third. 1-1 pitch coming for Thad Hulsey in the dirt for ball 2. Brad May keeps threatening to throw it to third. After his last experience doing that, you'd figure he probably would not be trying to do that anymore. 2-1 pitch to Hulsey, ball 3. Another chance for Hulsey to get on the base. After this game, he'll be batting 1,000 and have a 1,000 on-base percentage. Can't ask for more than that. Also not a bad slugging percentage either. 3-1 pitch. Hulsey takes a cut at it, fouls it away. That makes it a full count. Full count here, 2 gone. Man on second and third. If Hulsey can pull off a hit here, should score 2 runs. 3-2. Cuts at the breaking ball, fouls it away. The off-speed pitch almost fooled him, but he was able to get a little bit of his bat on there to keep him alive. Full count pitch coming again with 2 outs. The runners will be on the move, and that's strike 3 there. Thad Hulsey with his first out of the day, and that ends the 5th inning. Bulldogs out in front 9-1. We'll take a break and be right back with the top of the 6th on Adelphia 4's Game of the Week.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Are you paying too much for your long distance?
No.
We have the cheapest rates available.
All the time?
From 9 p.m. to 4 a.m., we have special nightly rates.
I have to go there at 9 o'clock.
During that time, you only paid 14 cents a minute for all calls over 20 minutes.
That's not fair. Those like one more road.
Can I speak to your mommy?
Adelphia, simple, affordable, long distance.
Well, I need to talk to your mommy.
And welcome back to VanderHoff Field. Top of the 6th, getting ready to start off here for the Central Bulldogs. They are in control, to say the least, up 9-1 on the Dawson County Tigers. They have taken advantage of pretty much every mistake the Tigers have made today. Most of those have resulted in 9 runs. 3 runs have scored on actual RBIs. The other 6 have scored on errors and wild pitches and things of that nature. Jeremy Compton still in as the pitcher for the Bulldogs, pitching a nice game today, only giving up 1 run. That in the last inning on a home run by Nick Dye, the shortstop for the Tigers, giving them a little bit of a highlight for the day. And here comes their cleanup hitter, Corey Gillen, who began the game as the pitcher and really has provided the best pitching performance for the Tigers early, or in this entire game. I think Coach Pruitt's probably still wishing he was the pitcher right now. Compton will go from the wind. Ryan Steed, the freshman, still in as the catcher. Ball 1 there from Jeremy Compton here as we begin the top of the 6th inning. Gillen waits the pitch, takes a cut, and they say he went. So strike 1 on Corey Gillen. 1-1 the count. No one gone yet here on the top of the 6th. Pitch from Compton, low for ball 2. Jeremy Compton going from the wind here in the top of the 6th. Bulldogs comfortably out front 9-1. Ball roped into right field on the line drive base hit by Corey Gillen. That gives the Tigers a base runner with no one out, which they haven't seen too much today. Now Pat Hall, the designated hitter, hitting in the 5 spot, will come to the plate, hitting for Alex Tatum, one of the unfortunate committers of an error for the Dawson County Tigers today. Pat Hall, the 0-1 pitch, fouls it off the screen. So it is 0-1 on him as Corey Gillen sits at first base. Didn't pull him for a pinch runner this time. He's been on a few times today, and they pulled him for, used Ryan Sada to run for him a few times. The lefty Hall awaits the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Just looking for the home run cut there. And when you're down 9-1, I think you're always looking for the home run cut to try and quickly get back into this game. They will only have one more opportunity to do that, however. They can't get anything going in this inning. Compton with the 0-2 pitch, taken the other way into left field. Dorsey cannot come up with it, plays it off the hop and gets it back into the infield quickly. So probably the smartest thing for him to do in that situation. You'd hate to over pursue that ball and have it result in a 2 or 3 base error. Well, it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner possibly come in here for Pat Hall. Here we go. They are bringing in a pinch runner. That is number 4, Bo Corkill. Bo Corkill in to pinch run for Pat Hall, who just picked up a nice base hit. Opposite field into left field. He is a left-handed hitter, so he took it the other way. Now Ethan Henson, who did a little bit of pitching, if you can call it that, earlier on in the game. Compton deals with ball 1. Steed gives it back. 2 men on now. No outs for the Dawson County Tigers here in the top of the 6th. They trail 9-1. Not out of it yet, but they will have to start putting bat to ball if they want to get back into this game. Compton to Henson for strike 1. 1-1 now the count. For the center fielder now, Henson has moved from left to the pitcher's mound and back to center over the course of this game. Compton brings the 1-1 pitch outside for ball 2. Steed saves it from heading towards the backstop. We'll dust off the plate and get ready here. 2-1 now on Ethan Henson. Really the only trouble that, some of the only trouble that Compton's been in this game. 2-1 pitch, low for ball 3. In danger of loading the bases here. See if Coach Long is thinking about a pitching change here. One pitch, swing and a miss. Full count coming up here for Ethan Henson. We'll see if they start the runners. Compton with the full count pitch here. The runners take a little bit of a hop. That's ball 4, though. The base is loaded now. For Chris Marcotte, the first baseman, he has a nice opportunity here, possibly, to pick up a few runs for the Dawson County Tigers, and if somehow he can pull off the grand slam, he'll cut the lead to only 4, still with no outs. No outs right now. Base is loaded. A big jam here for Jeremy Compton to get out of. He'll go from the wind, the pitch. Drops over the plate for strike 1. Went with the breaking ball on the first pitch. Got the call from the umpire. Chris Marcotte in an 0-1 hole. Due up next, Nick Dye, who has scored the only run for the Tigers today on a home run last inning. Compton the pitch. Into the outfield. This should score a run, though. It goes over the head of Dorsey. We have 2 runners in so far for the Tigers. And we have a third one in as the ball bounces over Steed's head. That clears the bases. Believe it or not, though, even though it did clear the bases, it is the rare base-clearing single for Chris Marcotte. So 9-4 now. The Tigers cutting into the lead, and Marcotte somehow only got to first base despite 3 runners scoring on that one. And that move to put in the pinch runner, by the way, looked like it worked out nicely as Corkill got him without much trouble. And also Ethan Henson right behind him. So 9-4 now. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Yes, we do. Jeremy Compton before this has pitched a really nice game. And we have a new pitcher on the mound, number 26, Adam Knopp. Also a freshman for the Bulldogs. He'll take his warm-up tosses, and we'll take a break and let him finish up his warm-up tosses. We'll be right back in the top of the 6th on Adelphia 4's Game of the Week.
About balancing our choices between the gray of the concrete jungle and the stunning beauty of the real one, between the stoic facade of granite and the fury of the cave. That's why there's Earthshare, the simple way to find balance. Earthshare is the workplace giving program bringing the leading environmental groups under one umbrella. Support Earthshare, support them all. Earthshare. Please ask your employer about workplace giving. To learn more, visit our website.
And welcome back to VanderHoff Field. Top of the 6th here. The Dawson County Tigers still with no outs. Have scored 3 runs in this inning to make it 9-4. Bulldogs still out in front, but the Tigers getting a little rally going here. As Adam Knopp, the freshman, in to pitch for the Bulldogs. Little baptism by fire for the 9th grader. He will face Nick Dye, who hit a home run the last time he was up, so no pressure here for Adam Knopp in his first pitching appearance for the Bulldogs. Get us out of a jam, get out the only guy that hit a home run, hold on to this lead for us. Hopefully for the Bulldogs, the pitching changes work out a little better than they did for the Tigers. First offering by Knopp, low and away, low and inside, excuse me, for ball 1. So we've got an all-freshman battery here with Ryan Steed, the freshman catcher, Adam Knopp, the freshman pitcher for the Bulldogs. Definitely a nice foundation to build on if these guys can pick up these 3 outs here. Chris Marcotte, the man on first base for the Dawson County Tigers. His base hit just scored 3 runs. Like I said, the rare base clearing single, excuse me. Strike 1 there to Nick Dye. Knopp brings the high heat. Dye swings right through it. 1-1 the count with no outs here at the top of the 6th. 1-1 pitch outside for ball 2. Knopp loses the toss back from Ryan Steed. He'll get it back though from Ed Williams. Two-one pitch from Knopp coming up. Outside corner, strike 2. Nice pitch by Knopp there. Looked though like Nick Dye was taking all the way. We'll have a chance here for Knopp to pick up the first out of the inning. Knopp with the 2-2, goes to the breaking ball. Dribbled towards the second base side. Fielded by Ed Williams to first, and he's able to get Nick Dye out. Does advance the runner. Chris Marcotte moves to second with 1 out, so that takes away the double play possibility now, which is definitely good if you're Coach Pruitt of the Dawson County Tigers. The entire field pretty much engulfed in one big shadow now as the sun starts to set here in Forsyth County, and the temperature has gone right with it. The temperature has gone down like the sun. 1 out here. Knopp with the 1-1 pitch, breaking ball low for strike 1. Nice pitch by Knopp. Just gets it over the plate for the strike. Chris Marcotte on second base. Knopp awaits the signal. The pitch just outside for ball 1. One the count here. 9-4. The Tigers trying to get back into this game. They could close to within 4 with a base hit here by Ryan Say now into the game, hitting for Kyle Woody. Pickoff attempt, and they're going to have him here. Let's see if they can finish off Chris Marcotte. He's going back the other way. This is something you work on in practice, and they get him. So an opportunity wasted there by the Tigers, and a nice pickoff by Adam Knopp. He's about to get out of a jam that he was put into here. Came in with a man on first and no outs. Now the bases are empty with 2 outs. Definitely a much nicer situation to work with, especially if it's your first pitching appearance as a 9th grader for the Forsyth Central Bulldogs.
Good job, Knopp. Way to go. Go, Ryan.
Ryan Say back in, hitting for Kyle Woody. 1-1 count on him now. No more RBI chance. 1-1 pitch. In for strike 2. Looks like Say did not agree with that one. This is his first hitting appearance of the day. He's been sent several times as a pinch runner, however. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Looked like it might get much worse as the bases were loaded with no outs. Say thought about it there. The breaking ball falls outside in the dirt. And that will make it 2-2 now with 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch by Adam Knopp in the dirt for ball 3. Bounces over Ryan Steed. No one on base, so nobody worry. So full count coming up here, 9-4 in the top of the 6th. Ryan Sade trying to keep this inning alive for the Dawson County Tigers. Full count pitch, bounces it in the dirt, fielded by Knopp to first to Kerry West, fields it, and that does it. That ends the inning. Coming up here to the bottom of the 6th. And the Bulldogs will have a chance to add to this lead. They lead 9-4, heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be right back on Adelphia 4's Game of the Week.
Technology is amazing, but we at Adelphia will never be blinded by its brilliance as long as we keep sight of our objective, your complete satisfaction. Our representatives are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, working hard towards our goal of 100% customer satisfaction. We also stand behind our on-time guarantee. If we're late for an installation, it's free. So whenever you need us, we'll be there for you. Adelphia, your link for everything.
Welcome back to VanderHoff Field. Bottom of the 6th coming up here. The Central Bulldogs still out in front, 9-4. The Tigers got a quick little hit of runs there in the top of the 6th as they scored 3 runs on a base hit by Pat Hall. Excuse me, that's actually by Chris Marcotte. That was who the base hit was by. He drove in 3 runs with a base. Actually drove in 2 runs. One of the runs scored on a throwing error. And that gave the Tigers 3 runs in the top of the 6th to make it 9-4. It looked like they were going to be completely out of this game, but realistically now, going into the top of the 7th, their next time up, if they can hold the Bulldogs scoreless here, they have somewhat of a chance of somehow tying this game or maybe pulling off the victory. Of course, it's at the point now where if this game goes much further past 7 innings, it would be called due to darkness, and they would have to replay it at some other point, which never makes for good TV. Ed Williams comes to the plate now for the Central Bulldogs. He's reached on an error and a double today, and almost hit by the pitch there. And they're going to say he was hit by the pitch, so Ed Williams will get back on base for the 3rd time today. And Adam Knopp, the freshman pitcher, hitting in a place where he didn't think he'd show up. That's the cleanup spot right now. It's a good day for him. He gets his first chance to pitch, his first chance to hit here. With Ed Williams on first, has to be careful. He was picked off once already today. The Bulldogs now with a chance to add to this lead. 9-4 in the bottom of the 6th. Pritchett awaits, deals the first pitch, breaking ball or fastball inside to Adam Knopp for strike 1. Williams retreats back to first. Pritchett with the pitch outside for strike 2. Bad throw there. Ed Williams gets into second base. So another steal there for the Bulldogs today. Adam Knopp in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, nobody out, you're deep. That's you behind you, get here. They can get through on this side.
0-2 pitch to Adam Knopp. Lines it foul, and that hits the Adelphia production truck. It is official. We are now part of the game. So it remains 0-2 for Adam Knopp. The pitch to Knopp fouls it back again, this time not in the direction of the production truck, thankfully. Didn't take out any windows, just going to probably leave a nice dent in the side of our truck. Nothing we can't fix. Still 0-2, 9-4, no outs in the bottom of the 6th. Ed Williams, the man on second for the Bulldogs. Adam Knopp, freshman pitcher at the plate. High for ball 1, the pitch by Stephen Pritchett. Fastball got away from him there. 1-2 pitch coming from Adam Knopp right here. Drops it in for strike 3. Knopp knew it. He's going to walk away. His first high school hitting attempt results in a strikeout.
One down. Same situation. Come on, Craig, get him in.
And now Craig Holland, the third baseman, approaches the plate with 1 gone and a man on second. And Holland gets a hold of that one into right center field. And Ed Williams is going to score without any trouble here. Holland looks like he might have a triple, and he's going to get into third base. Standing up. The ball gets away there from the third baseman for the Tigers. But Shelton Townley finds it in the dirt. So the second triple of the day for the Bulldogs. Holland on third now, 1 gone. That makes it 10-4. Bulldogs stretching their lead back out to 6 runs. As Kerry West comes to the plate, trying to help his batting average. Pritchett with the 0-0 pitch. A little too high there. So 1-0 now on Kerry West. Pritchett looks the runner back. Craig Holland at third, deals the pitch. Strike 1 now to Kerry West. 1-1 the count. 10-4 the Bulldogs out in front of the Dawson County Tigers here. The Diamond Dogs at VanderHoff Field. Trying to finish this game up before the sun sets. There's strike 2 on Kerry West. Of course, once they get through this inning, all they really have to do is keep the Tigers from scoring 6 runs in the top of the 7th, which should not be too difficult. Ball 2 there, dealt to Kerry West. 2-2 the count. He's looking to drive Craig Holland in from third. With 1 out, of course, he could just drop 1 deep into the outfield for that. He hits it towards first base. Holland's going to try for home plate. He's going to get there without any trouble. They chose the easy out. It's about the best place you can put it in the infield to try and score a runner from third. And Kerry West did it, and that makes it 11-4 now. Bulldogs lead back out to 7. 2 gone. Base is empty now for Mike Housewright, who scored last inning. Pritchett with the 0-0 pitch to Housewright inside for ball 1. Pitch by Pritchett, just inside, just missed being a strike there. So Housewright has a comfortable 2-0 count to work with here. He can wait and see, look for a particular pitch here. Housewright deals, drops in for strike 1, the off-speed pitch. Falls right across the letters on Housewright's chest for strike 1. The 2-1 pitch from Pritchett. Fouled away towards the van, the Adelphia van once again, but this time it falls just short. I don't know if they're doing that on purpose or not, but Mike Housewright now with 2 strikes on him, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That one low for ball 3. Full count coming up here. See what Pritchett decides to give Housewright here. The payoff pitch from Pritchett. Fouled away into the woods. So it remains 3-2. Pritchett into the line. 3-2 count on the way. Up the middle for Housewright. Towards Woody, and he drills it into his first baseman for the 3rd out. And that will end the 6th inning. Bulldogs get 2 more runs, though, to make it 11-4. We go into the top of the 7th. Chance to close out the Dawson County Tigers on Adelphia 4's Game of the Week.
Each year, cable theft costs the cable industry $6 billion in lost revenue, meaning a higher cable bill for you, the honest subscriber. Now you can fight cable theft by logging on to cabletheft.com. At cabletheft.com, you can anonymously report someone you know is stealing cable. After all, you pay for cable. Why shouldn't they? Report cable theft anonymously. Visit cabletheft.com.
And that'll do it for this game. The game has been called 11-4. The Central Bulldogs come away with the victory to move to 1-0 on the season. They defeat the Dawson County Tigers with a nice mix of hits and errors and taking advantage of Dawson County mistakes. So for all the Adelphia crew, including our director Randy Stewart and our cameraman, we thank you for joining us today on Adelphia 4's Game of the Week from VanderHoff Field. Stay tuned for many more baseball games as the season goes along, and we'll also bring you some Forsyth County soccer contests. We thank you for joining us this evening. Once again, the Forsyth Central Bulldogs victorious in baseball from VanderHoff Field over the Dawson County Tigers 11-4. And that will do it for us. Thank you for joining us this evening. For all of Adelphia 4, have a good evening.